Oh, hello. Howdy. Hey, Rob. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Always good to have you here. Hello, hello, hello. This is another rendition of Vault of Knowledge, Vault of Midnight's live weekly digital trivia event. It is absolutely free to play. We are coming at you live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube right now. If you have not joined us before, this is a very simple and very fun game to play. All you need to do to join is what you have done right now. Tune in and watch. That's registration. You're signed up. You're ready to go. To answer, all you need to do is type out your answer and hit enter down in the comments. It's as simple as that. We'll get all the answers down in. We'll read them all out as we go, and then we'll go with the correct answer and then move on to the next question. Robster is in the house. Hello, hello. Hi, Allison. My amazing, talented, super cool wife has joined us as well. We're going to give it another minute or two and let everybody join us here. If you guys have not played before, thank you so much for joining us. If you have played before, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. As I'm sure you have seen at this point, this is our special monthly themed night. That means all of the questions are going to be related to one specific theme all night, and that theme is Cottage Core. Now, if you're sitting there going, what's Cottage Core? I've never heard that expression before. I can explain it very simply. If you think of the feeling you get on a rainy day when you're bundled up in a really comfy sweater with a nice hot cocoa and you're looking out at the foggy rain, that's Cottage Core. That feeling is Cottage Core. So all we are going to do tonight is ask questions specifically about Cottage Core games, and that means we are covering Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, or sorry, just Animal Crossing. We'll go all Animal Crossing, and Harvest Moon. Those three games specifically are what we are going to be featuring tonight in our Cottage Core Trivia Night. If you guys have teammates out there, if you know people that are going to be very interested, Vault of Midnight. Thank you for asking what's Cottage Core. It's very simple. Cottage Core is the feeling you get inside when you bite into a nice warm grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, I am McMog sleepy, kind of. It's big bushy sweaters underneath overalls. It's big rain boots and straw hats and jumping into mud puddles. Bye, Andrew. Everyone say bye to Andrew. Bye, Andrew. Cottage Core is that feeling. So if you think Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, those are the games we are covering, and that's the sort of feeling we're talking about for Cottage Core. It is going to be a different feeling tonight. Usually the games are very high energy, very let's do it, let's get on, let's go. But not tonight. Tonight, we're just going to relax. Tonight, we're going to hang out. We're going to spend some time with each other. And we're just going to have a nice, cool evening. We've got some nice music here. Allison saying hi to Carly. Lauren saying hi to Allison. I'm McMog saying sleep is where I'm a Viking. I assume that means you're very good at sleeping, because I'm a real Viking at it, too. But we're going for a different vibe tonight. Tonight is a chill kind of hangout trivia night. That doesn't mean that things aren't competitive. In fact, things are more competitive tonight than they usually are. Unlike normal, we have got ourselves a prize tonight. A prize for first place. The prize is going to be a discount code that you can use at any vault in-store or on the website, and it is going to be good for 15% off any puzzle in the store. The perfect Cottage Core event, the perfect rainy day activity is puzzling. So we're going to get you a puzzle, 15% off any puzzle in the store, and you'll see coming up soon, you will definitely see we've got some really cool, specifically Animal Crossing puzzles. So if that's the kind of thing you're into, stick around. If you're not into that, but you are into bragging to your friends about being better at nerd stuff than other nerds, stick around, because this is the place for you. Now that we've got another round of people in here, I will say real quick, if you guys have friends that you know are die-hard Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon fans, send them the link, get them over here, shoot them a text, and let them know. We're going to be playing for the next roughly 40 minutes to an hour, depending on you guys and depending on me. But It's going to be fun. It's going to be simple, and here is how you play. Whether you are on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube Live watching us, first of all, thank you. Howdy. Thanks for coming by, guys. I really appreciate it. But all you need to do in order to answer each question that I pose is type it out, hit enter, and send it into the comments thread. We all get to see everyone's answers, which means we get to make fun of all the people who get it wrong, and we get to copy off of all the people who are right. However, there will be bonuses for first questions in and first answers rather, and there will be a way so that it's not all cheating. And fun fact, if you guys do happen to find yourselves cheating, here's a fun little trade secret. Don't. Just simple as that. We're all here hanging out. We're here to have some fun. We're not trying to prove anything to anybody except ourselves. We don't need to know how fast your internet service provider is, and I don't care how quickly you can Google a question on your phone. That's not what we're here about. We're here about relaxing. Tonight, specifically, we're here about chilling out, hanging with some friends, and having a good time. So if you find yourself looking up answers, maybe take a step back, look at what you're doing, and maybe don't. Lauren is into bragging and puzzles, which is good. We've got Hoagie, Chad Roots, and Amelia of the Canyon here. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching over YouTube or Facebook, shoot a little hello into the comments. I can't see you guys as you join, so I don't know who's watching us there. So if you want to say hi, just throw down a comment and say this person checking in. If you guys have team names that you want to go by, let me know. Let's see. I know one team name we have got is I Am McMall and RPG Loser. Our team, Munchy Crunchy Quartz. Munchy Crunchy Quartz, which I think you can find in Stardew if you get deep enough in the mind. Lauren is joining us. Dark Scrad is joining us as well. Hello, Shrimpy Tahari and Tsume. And I am McMog, everybody, Kev Heads, Darkman. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, thank you. Winners from the last 2 weeks, I have got a question for. Yeah, I realized I did not announce it last week. Last week, the week prior's winner was, I believe, I don't have my notes in front of me, but I believe it was a tie between I Am McMog and RPG Loser. Congratulations to the two of you. Very nicely done. And then last week, I don't remember. I scored it as soon as we were done instead of a few days after. Put it in my notes, and now I don't have my notes on me. So we'll pretend that this is its own little thing. This is its own isolated world. I will announce last week's winner next week because this is the theme night, and all we care about is right here, right now. That's all that matters. All that matters is you and me, but mostly me. So let's get into it, gang. Let's start asking some questions. Like I said, I'll run over one more time the basic rules of the game. I ask a question, you answer it down in the comments. It's as simple as that. Then we go over the answer, move on to the next question, we score things up, and we keep it rolling. But, like I mentioned, because this is our Cottage Core theme, things are going to be a little chiller. Things are going to be a little more relaxed, a little more coolio. And Lauren, yes, I agree with you. I am the winner. I am the winner because I get to spend my Thursday evening with all of you folks. And what more could I ask for? Especially you, Rob. Thanks, buddy. All right, the real friends were the winners we met along the way. Yes, Matthew, the real friends are the winners that we counted the scores up and awarded a prize to. All right, are you guys ready? I think I'm ready. We got a decent crowd watching. If you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, there is a bit of a delay between you typing something and me seeing it. So if I don't respond to you right away, just give me a second. If I still don't respond and you made a real funny joke, poke me. Wave and write a bunch of things in the comments because I'm here for the stupid jokes. I'm here for the weird little commentaries and the silly little jokes. But let me run over the rules one final time. 3 categories tonight. 3 categories in the game. I will read you the question. You type in the answer. We add it all up at the end of the night. Winner gets a 15% discount code for any puzzle in any shop across the world. Yes, I know what you're saying. They're all in Michigan, but that's still every Vault of Midnight across the world. Here we go. Melon Ann has joined us. Hello, and Academia de Hogos, I think. Hello, hello. All right, guys. And again, if you're on YouTube or Facebook watching us, and you want to give a shout out, put it down in the comments. I cannot see who's joining us. I can see it over here on Instagram, but I can't see you guys over there. One more thing before we keep moving. In a couple of weeks, we are going to make the full transition off of Instagram over to Facebook and YouTube, at least until Instagram figures out their streaming stuff. This doesn't affect some of you, but all of our regulars might need to know this. We're going to do a few more weeks where I'm doing both Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And then in a few weeks, we are cutting off Instagram and moving over here because this is just better. It's just better. We can do more here. I can throw up questions on the screen. I can have pictures come up. I can have little video screens. There's a lot of cool stuff I can do over here on YouTube and Facebook that I cannot do on Instagram. And I think it's going to make the show a lot better. So we have a few more weeks here, but then we're moving over here. So enjoy it while you can, everybody. All right, let's jump into it. First question, first category. Category is, I've brought it back. Our regulars will be delighted. Multiple choice. That means that I will give you 4 answers. You tell me the correct answer. Simple as that. I figure since it's Cottage Core night, we're all relaxing a little bit. We're chilling out. I figure multiple choice will be a nice, easy way to get into things. So let's go. First question. In Stardew Valley, you are attempting to rebuild what kind of structure through the collection of different resources throughout the seasons? A, post office, B, cabin, C, community center, or D, town hall? Give me your answers in the comments, A, B, C, or D. The question again, in Stardew Valley, you are attempting to rebuild what kind of structure through the collection of different resources through the seasons? I'm not asking what you're able to make throughout the game. There are a bunch of structures that you can build. I'm talking about an extant structure that you have to actively repair throughout the game. First answer in was Rock Robster saying C, saying the same thing as Allison and Lauren, and I am McMog and RPG Loser. We're both team Munchy Crunchy Quartz. Hey, I actually remembered it that time. Yep, they both said C. Remember, if you've got an answer, go ahead and throw it down into the comments and hit enter. Simple as that. A, post office, B, cabin, C, community center, or D, town hall. Put your answers down as you got them. And also, if you have any team names that you would like to go by, make sure you put those down in the comments and let me know. I will remember for 2, maybe 3 questions. And then as I, Mog, and RPG Loser can attest, I'll just start turning it into something entirely different. Rob was the first one in and had the correct answer, but answered before I asked the question. I'm still going to give you points, my friend. That's luck. That's sheer luck right there, and you can't buy that. You can't look that up. So nicely done. There you go. Certainly not a warehouse for well. Let's not give anything else. Let's not give anything away that might be a question down the line. Hi, McMog. I know you specifically love doing that. I'll point out, no shirt design. Nothing you can snipe this time, McMog. Nice try. All right, yes, we've got the answers in. The answer I was looking for was C, community center. C, community center. That is the answer I was looking for. You can do it. There's stuff in like the pantry, the boiler room, the fireplace, the fish tank. There's lots of different things that you fill up, and it eventually rebuilds the community center. Rob, you are the true winner of this question because if there's anything that's in the spirit of Cottage Core, it's throwing out an answer and just kind of going about your business and still getting it right. Moving on to question 2. Remember, if you are on Facebook or Facebook or YouTube Live and you want to answer a question, all you have to do, type it into the comments and hit enter. I can see all of those on the screen here. So if you want to join in, it is as simple as that. You're already registered simply by watching, and you got to answer to get points. You guys over on Instagram, I already know you know what you're doing. The shirt is green. Nuts. I am McMog. Sniped it again. Bonus point. I was going to ask, what color is my shirt? But I will say, Allison helped me put together this beautiful Cottage Core outfit. That's corduroy on corduroy. I know. Pretty ballin'. Pretty baller move over there, but you guys are just going to have to deal with it. Let me brush. Sorry, it looks like I got a little bit of dirt on my shoulder. Second question. The Blazer is great. RPG Loser, I'm sorry you are going to have to leave now. Rob says he knew it was either C or Q. I gotta say, of the two, you definitely made a good guess. That was a very solid guess. All right, here's the next question. Also, who's on Vault of Midnight on YouTube? Who's watching from the Vault of Midnight account? I didn't plan that, and that's not me answering. So anyway, what is the name? Question 2. Oh, thank you, Allison. You're just saying I look dashing because you're the one who put the outfit together, but I appreciate it still. What is the name of the coffee-slinging pigeon in the Animal Crossing games? Is it A, Barry Rista, B, Brewster, C, Pidge Joe, or D, Joe Javabird? Which of those is the name of the coffee-slinging pigeon in the Animal Crossing games? Barry Rista, B, Brewster, C, Pidge Joe, or D, Joe Javabird? Got a couple answers coming in. Vault of Midnight on YouTube, thank you for telling me the outfit is right. Still don't know who you are, and it seems like maybe now you're playing with that and mocking me a bit, but I appreciate the mysterious compliments. Thank you. We got answers rolling in over on Instagram here. We got some answers coming in elsewhere. Allison, Lauren, and RPG Loser all saying this thing. Oh, it's Captain Skulls himself. Oh, well, hello and welcome, my friend. It is the Captain Skulls, everybody, so be on your best behavior. Okay, if you made up all the other names, you did great, Caleb. I don't know what you're talking about, Carly. All of these are real characters. I am McMog saying the same thing as RPG Loser, Lauren, and Allison. Once again, here is your question. What is the name of the coffee-slinging pigeon in the Animal Crossing games? That is A, Barry Rista, B, Brewster, C, Pidge Joe, or D, Joe Javabird? I'm McMog saying B, RPG Loser saying B. We've got some swag joining us, and M. Kowiski. Hello, hello. If you guys want to play and you are new, all you have to do to answer is type it down in the comments and hit enter. As soon as it's a comment, I can see it, and that counts as a point if you get it right. All right, we've got a bunch of answers in. The answer I was looking for was B. B. Brewster. Brewster is the answer I was looking for. And no, I know what you're thinking. He's not a rooster. He's a pigeon. But wow, they really should have made him a rooster, right? Anyway, sorry, not my place. I am McMog. Yeah, sorry, I was saying Joe Javabird, not Jojo Bird. That's a totally different show. Yes, Brewster is the answer I was looking for. Nicely done to those that got it right. Snaps for you. Moving on to question 3. Question 3 is as follows. Ooh, we're getting tricky here, all right? Here we go. Hey, Mallory's here. Hello, Mallory. This is Cottage Core night. I know you know how to play, but all you got to do to answer is type it down in the comments and hit enter. Now, I kind of want, McMog wants a JoJo Bizarre Animal Adventure, which I think we could, I'll run up the flagpole to some of my higher-ups. I got some connections. I'll see what I can do. Hey, Mal. All right. Next question. For what system was the original Animal Crossing game released? For what system was the original the first Animal Crossing game, what game system was it released for? Hello, Fathom XIX and Danny Cat 7. Thank you for joining Vault of Knowledge. Tonight is our Cottage Core theme night. We're asking questions on all things Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, and Harvest Moon. Winner, for those who have just joined us, winner of tonight's game receives a discount code for any puzzle in any one of our stores. The perfect Cottage Core activity to hang out at home and have some fun. Vault of Midnight says Sega Game Gear, a very solid guess and a very deep pull. Mallory saying GameCube, Allison saying N64, RPG Loser, and Danny Cat saying N64, Carly saying Wii. Oh, I guess I should have given you guys options. Sorry. A, Nintendo 64. B, GameCube. C, Wii U. Or D, GameSphere. A, Nintendo 64. B, GameCube. C, Wii U. Or D, GameSphere. We've got Carly saying we, Lauren saying N64, obviously, and then shaming Carly for getting it wrong. Lauren, sorry. Hey, Lauren, it's not what we're about here on Cottage Core Night. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. We're just here. We're just hanging out. I'm McMog. To answer your question, American or Japanese, my question was the original Animal Crossing game, for what system was it released? I know it does matter, gang. What I said was the original, so the first released Animal Crossing game, what system was it for? So the answer to American or Japanese is which one released it first? That's what I'm asking. What system was it originally released for? All right. Anybody joining us on Facebook or YouTube, if you guys want to answer any questions, all you got to do is type up that comment and hit enter down there, and you are officially playing. Winner tonight gets a prize, and it's a great prize. Rock Lobster says Chevy. It's close. I'll give you a hint, Rob. It's either Chevy or Ford. It's one of the two. No, I'm kidding. It's neither of them. But that's a good guess. Though I will say the new Teslas, I think, will come with game systems in them. So pretty soon that won't be quite an outrageous answer. The answer I was looking for, as a lot of you got right, pretty much everybody but Carly and Mallory, the answer I was looking for is A, Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64. Name I'm not worried about. I am McMog. I'm not worried about the name right now. What I care about is, you know what I'm talking about, the Animal Crossing game. What was it released for? And it was in Japan. The Japanese version released it for Nintendo 64, and then I believe it was ported over to GameCube for the American release. But yes, Lauren, you're right. Animal Forest is the original Japanese title. They switched it when they ported it over and brought it to America. Nice done to those that got that one right, which was a decent amount of you. Mallory, you're not a failure, especially not here on Cottage Core Night. There are no wrong answers. There are just answers that won't get you a point that counts towards winning. Okay? It's all about you. It's all about your perspective. All right. It is time for the final question of this category. Actually, no. This is not part of this category. This is its own little category. This is a special, not quite an ungoogleable, as you regulars are familiar with, but it is. It's not multiple choice. This is just going to be a standalone, and it's sort of it's jumping moods. We're going to go over to Harvest Moon for this. Here is your question. Hello, Stan and Petite Panda. Thanks for joining us. If you guys want to play, just type your answers down in the comments and hit enter. All right, here is your question. This one is not multiple choice. The original Japanese company that published Harvest Moon eventually lost the rights to the name Harvest Moon. However, they did continue making games. Sorry, I lost my spot. They did continue making games. What is the new name under which they are releasing the games? So another company was making Harvest Moon games at the same time, but the original creators could not keep the trademark for the name for themselves. I think the other company got it, or it expired or something. So the original creators had to make a new title and continue releasing Harvest Moon games. I'm asking you what the name that they are currently released under is. Allison has a guess. She says Story of Seasons. Sounds an awful lot like a George R.R. Martin title. Sorry, is it too soon? Are we talking about that anymore? I don't know. Once again, the original Japanese company that published Harvest Moon eventually lost the rights to the name Harvest Moon, but continued making the games. What is the new name under which the original company is releasing the games? Mallory says it should be Farmville 2. Farmville 2 is a very solid guess. Allison and half of Crunchy Quartz say Story of Seasons. Lauren, Lauren says I made that joke already today. No, Lauren, it didn't count because I only made that joke to you, and now there are other people that could hear that joke. So obviously I had to try it again. No, I'm McMahon. We are no longer in multiverse choice. This is just question and answer. So you are right. You do not need a letter. I just need you to give me the answer. This one you gave is Story of Seasons. Lauren also said Story of Seasons. Rock Rupster, going against the grain, says Season of Stories. I think it's pretty much always the season for stories here. Vault of Midnight says blanket team. Very nice, a very nice choice. That's pretty much all of these games are blanket games. Pocket Buddies, hey everybody, say hello to one of our longest standing regulars, Pocket Buddies, joining us again a little late. Pocket Buddies, I know you know when the game starts. I'm sure something must have come up. It's fine. Danny Cat says Story of Seasons as well. The answer I was looking for was Story of Seasons. A good chunk of you guys got that one right. Congratulations to those that did. Thank you for giving us a right answer. I'm going to wave at Pocket Buddies there. Yeah, Pocket Buddies is at work. Okay, I guess that's acceptable, but just maybe let work know next time that you've got a priority. All right, for anybody joining us recently, I see some numbers climbing up over here on Facebook and YouTube. If you guys want to join and you have not played before, this is Vault of Knowledge. It's our weekly trivia event. Every month, we have one theme night, and tonight's theme is Cottage Core games. So that means I already lost it. Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, or Harvest Moon are all fair game tonight. If you want to answer, all you have to do is type out your comment, hit enter, and throw it down into the comment section. All right. It is time for a lightning round. And I know that seems counterintuitive to the whole mellow, cool vibe of Cottage Core night, but we'll say instead of a lightning round, this is a quick, it's raining, and I left all my picnic supplies outside, so we've got to move quickly, but still relaxed round. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a series of images. This is a potential question where you can gain up to 14 points. You can gain up to 14 points on this question, and it all depends on how well you know your Animal Crossing villagers. Animal Crossing villagers. I'm going to show you 3 of the puzzles that we have for sale. Each one of them has a couple of villagers on the cover. I'm going to give you a point for each one that you can correctly identify. It's going to be tough unless you know, and if you know, you know. But otherwise, I'm going to have a lot of fun seeing some of the silly, ridiculous answers you guys give. So I'm going to show each puzzle for 30 seconds. Do not hit enter until I have shown all 3 puzzles, because I count these on your first answer given, and it's easier for me to track these if you guys give it all in one batch. So I'm going to show the first one for 30 seconds is like an insanely long amount of time when you're actually doing something like this. So it'll feel like 30 seconds. Realistically, it's probably going to be about 10 seconds, maybe 6. But I'm going to give you guys enough time to look at it. You write down as many as you can, and then I will move on to the next one. Once all 3 are there, you can hit enter and get those hundreds and hundreds of points. Here is your first one. We'll start small, only 3 villagers. I do not need you to identify the player. There's a player in each of these, like a PC, that you'll be able to notice they're the only human. That's not an animal. You don't need to name them. You can if you want, but don't. So just give me the Animal Crossing villagers. Here is your first prompt. We'll start over here on Instagram. Give these guys a second to take a look. I'm looking for the names of this one, and this one. Can you name them? Then we'll move over here to help our YouTube, Facebook crew. Looking for the names of this villager, and this villager. You get a point for every one of them. We'll give it right back here one more second. Looks like we've got a unicorn, a sheep, and a mouse, We'll give you guys one more look. There's the I think it's a mouse, definitely a sheep, definitely a unicorn. All right, there's your first one. Moving on to number 2. This one's got 4 characters to name. We'll start, actually this time we'll start over here. Can you name these Animal Crossing villagers? Got a little beach bunny. Got some cardio animals. Looks like a lion. Looks like a bunny. And then looks like a lizard. And then we'll come over here. Don't need to know this handsome fellow's name, but I do need to know this name, these names, and this one here. Rockruster says Groucho, Chico, and Harpo. Definitely Harpo right there. You can tell because of the hair. Okay. Groucho, Chico, Harpo, and Zeppa. You can't forget Zeppa. A lot of people do because he's the sort of straight man of the group. Doesn't really have any quirky things that he does. He's usually just like the regular average Joe, but you can't forget about Zeppo. It's important to have a straight man to set up the joke so that the comedy boys can come in and knock him down. I love the Marx Brothers, Rob. I would love to chat with you about those sometime. All right, here's a big one, gang. Here's the big one. I think I'm looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 character names on this one. Here we go. First, we're going to go over to Instagram, and while we do, I'm just going to give you guys a lot of love. Hey, how's it going, YouTube? How you doing? How you doing, Facebook? Thanks for coming around, guys. If you want to play, if you want to get some answers in, all you have to do is comment and hit enter over there. See, like Vault of Midnight has been doing. Captain Skulls himself. Just so you guys know, while I give you all a second to look at this, we are moving forward, going to be switching over to Facebook and YouTube Live to do these Vault of Knowledges. I'm going to do a couple more weeks on Instagram as well, but the software we have does not compat with Instagram because Instagram likes to make everything more difficult. So in the meantime, we're going to do a little crossover where everybody gets me, and then eventually we are going to phase out Instagram. Oh, hey, guys, now I'm talking to you. Hey, folks. Gummo. Rock Rapture says Gummo. Gummo. Is Gummo one of them? Yeah. Are there 5? Yeah. Is he like Shep in the Three Stooges? He's in like 1 or 2 of them? All right, gang. Vault of Midnight says Brisket, Irving, Gumball, and Tom. Salt, Sally, Whiskey, and Margaret. A lot of solid guesses, Vault. All right, gang. As soon as you've got your answers, hit enter. We'll give another one here. Looking to name every character on the board. You get a point per answer. You could get up to 14 points on this one. And before you say, Caleb, this question is impossible, I could have done the back where there are like 10 more. So count yourselves lucky. All right, gang. Do we have answers coming in? And here's this last one more time. Oh, and also, for anybody who's interested, yes, to answer your question, all of these puzzles are currently on sale in Vault of Midnight. You can find them on vaultofmidnight.shop. You can find them in the store. They are all the very reasonable price of $14.99, and they could be yours. We just got this one's been in. We just today got this one in, which looks like this. And this one. These are our newest additions. But I don't need to know about all of them. I need to know about these guys. I need to know about these guys. Need to float around a bit so you can see them. Then I'll swap these guys and these guys. Boy, the quality over here is not that great, is it, guys? I'm sorry about that. Vault of Midnight says Tiny, Onion, Greta, Hambone, Floyd, and Rocket. We've got Mal saying Julian, Flick, Bud, Nook, Timmy, Tommy, Isabel, Filbert, Wilbur, and Fuchsia. Danny Cat saying Julian, Vesta, Timmy, Tommy, Tom, Filbert, Flick, CJ. Lauren saying Pecco, Vesta, and Julian, Flick, Bud, O'Hare, and Francine, Isabel, Timmy, Tommy, Tom, CJ, Fuchsia, Wilbert, and Filbert. Allison says Pico, Vesta, Julian, Flick, Francine, Bud, O'Hare, Filbert, Isabel, Fuchsia, Tom, Timmy, Tommy, Nook, CJ, and Wilbur. I McMog says Ed, Vesta, Pecco, Robin, Tom, Nook, Timmy, Tommy, Isabel, Blue Bear, and Fuchsia. And W.R. Moran has just joined us. Hello, thanks for stopping by. Hi, McMong. Thanks for resuming my new lines, Insta. Oh, yeah, right? All right, gang. We have got a whole batch of answers coming in. Does anybody else have any guesses? Once again, Vault said Sally, Whiskey, Margaret, Brisket, Irving, Gumball, and Tom. Tiny, Onion, Greta, Hambone, Floyd, and Rocket. And then we've just got, say that 10 times fast. Oh, I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it, Rob. We'll go with Allison's Pekka Vesta, Julian, Flick, Francine, Bud O'Hare, Filbert, Isabel, Fuchsia, Tom, Timmy, Tommy, Nook, CJ Wilbur. Lost it a little bit at the end there. Michigan Kev, hello. Thanks for joining us, my friend. RPG Loser says, Tom, Nook, Julian, Vesta, Poco, Francine, Bud, O'Hare, Filbert, City, I give. City, maybe CJ? Was City maybe supposed to be CJ? I don't know. All right, guys. Nicely done. Here is the list that I have. Julian, Flick, Francine O'Hare, Bud, Isabel, CJ, Timmy, Tommy, Tom, Fuchsia, Filbert, Pico, and Vesta. Those are the answers that I had. I don't know who got that one right and how many you got it right by. That's for future Caleb to worry about when he listens through the tape and tries to decipher who got what right by what past Caleb is saying out loud. So good luck, buddy. What an idiot, right? All right, that is it for Roll Call, which is what I named that one, and I don't think I told you all the name of it. But now it is time for the third and final category of the game. This one, I will admit, I fudged it a little bit, guys. I was worried that maybe not everybody attending would be super well-versed in Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, or Animal Crossing. So I maybe snuck in a couple unrelated questions, unrelated to those games, but still in my mind, Cottage Core. Oh, Ian McMog says, Huey, Dewey, Louie, Buster, Babs, Hampton, Plucky, Fifi, Minerva, Panthro, and Chitara. A very solid batch of guesses there, but also a lot of them are wrong. Pico is a bear cub. Oh, is that what that little thing was? Is that Pico? Little bear cub? Okay. Little bear cub Pico. Little Pico the bear cub. Little Pico. Begario. Sorry, I couldn't stop myself. All right. Here we go. So these are all questions that are still Cottage Core, but maybe with a looser definition. But to me, they are still Cottage Core. Here we go. First question. What is the name of the Book of the Dead in the Evil Dead franchise? Don't come for me. Takes place in a cabin, in the woods, on a vacation, okay? Counts. Cottage Core. There's a fireplace. There are bricks. They relax in the living room for at least a minute before everything starts going bad. What is the name of the Book of the Dead in the Evil Dead franchise? In our Cottage Core night, this is a category I am calling unconventional Cottage Core because it's still Cottage Core, just maybe not what you think of when you think of Cottage Core. Allison and Munchy Crunchy Quartz are giving the same answer. Vault of Midnight actually knows this one. You can go ahead and answer it. I'll tell you if you got it right or not. Who knows if you actually know it. Vault of Midnight has given the same answer that Munchy Crunchy Quartz, Allison, and now Lauren have given. And I like that nobody's trying to come for me about calling Evil Dead a Cottage Core film. I will fight you on it, and you will probably lose points. So be careful with how you proceed. Danny Cat also saying Necronomicon is the answer I have gotten from everybody so far, except Vault of Midnight that said Necronomicon. There's an N and an M switched in there or replaced with each other. I can't accept that answer. Sorry, you clearly don't know what you're talking about, and that answer is way, way wrong. Ian McMog, as always, is showing off in the comments here from the lore of one Howard Phillips Lovecraft. I don't know a Howard. I know an HP. Is that who you're talking about? I'm kidding. Please do not think I'm that dense. All right, guys. Yes, the answer I was looking for. Thank you, Allison. Definitely a cozy question. I mean, we watched these movies while cuddled up on the couch with the lights at a warm tone, sipping hot cocoa. So I think it counts as Cottage Core. Yes, Necronomicon is the answer I was looking for. There's another name that they call it in the movie that I cannot remember for the life of me, but it's something in Latin, and it's like something Memorti or something. I don't know. Who knows? Scholars maintain it's been lost to time immemorial. All right, question 2. What Marvel – sorry, I keep getting into the high energy. We're going to relax. It's Cottage Core night. What Marvel star was in the film Cabin in the Woods? What Marvel movie star was in the film Cabin in the Woods? It's in the title. I'm not even going to try and defend this one. Come for me. I'm about to keep showing off, Rock Rapster. I know. Bruce Campbell does seem like a cuddly chin. No, you got it right, Adam McMahon. Bruce Campbell is a chin attached to which there's a bit of human, but primarily chin. Vault of Midnight is given an answer over on YouTube. Anyone on Facebook or YouTube that wants to answer, just throw it down into the comments and hit enter. Allison and Lauren giving the same answer. RPG, half of Munchy Crunchy Quartz. Danny Cat giving an answer as well. Everyone saying the same thing as Vault of Midnight. Captain Skull's over there. Danny Cat saying a lot of answers. Rock Rapster, I'm going to give you a point for that one. I don't care. I make the rules here. Nobody can stop me. Rock Rapster says Ant-Man because cabins have ants. You can't prove that he wasn't there. Mallory says, Allison Wimber, you're my Cottage Core hero. It's fair. Let's see. I McMog said Chris Thor Hemsworth Odinson, which is what everyone else has been saying. Allison says, in the movie, the book is called Thank You, Allison, showing me up over here. In the movies, it is called the Naturam de Manto. Naturam de Manto. I'll stop. Sorry, I'm on company property right now. Irresponsible. I shouldn't be throwing stuff like this out. I'm very sorry. RPG Loser just says no. Not sure what that one's about, but RPG Loser, yes. All right. The answer I was looking for was to a question that I remember and know where it is. Chris Hemsworth. Oh, you're saying no exclamation point. You're not saying no emphatically. I thought you were very excitedly shouting no. All right. Chris Hemsworth or Thor or Chris Hemsthor or whatever. Yes, that is the answer I was looking for. Nicely done to those of you who got it right. Moving on to question 3 in Unconventional Cottage Core. This is, I will say, our final question for the night. This is the last one. Evil Dead used the Latin for Book of the Dead. Yeah, I think that checks out. They say, the scientist says, roughly translated, what is it? Naturam de Manto, roughly translated, means the Book of the Dead. I don't know where they got Necronomicon from. That's an entirely different name. Not really sure where that one originated. But anyway, final question. This is the last question we have in our Cottage Core theme night. This is another Cottage Core movie that you may not think of, but inarguably is definitely Cottage Core. Just Cottage Core with a bit of a ominous, strange feeling to it. Sorry, Captain Skulls. I'm meddling with some dark forces, and this basement has brick or stone walls, so that feels like a recipe for disaster. So I'm gonna put a pin in Evil Dead and leave that book alone. All right, here's your final question. This one, I'm going to describe a movie. I'm going to give you the description of a film. You have to tell me the name of the film. Hey, Hunter's here. Hello, HT Cocash 23. I'm here just in time for the final question of the night. So, great timing, my friend. Before I say this one, I will give one more final. Hey, guys, thanks for hanging out. I love spending time with you. It's so much fun. I really appreciate it. You don't have to, but you do, and you choose to every week, and it really means a lot to me. Thank you all. I really appreciate it. Again, moving forward, eventually, we are no longer going to be on Instagram unless Instagram decides to make their streaming stuff usable. So after here, we're going to switch over to Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So all of my regulars here on Instagram, thank you guys all so much for tuning in every week since before the beginning of the year, since last year at some point when everything went wild and we all started hanging out digitally to do this every week. Thank you all for staying here and hanging out. We are going to be swapping over to Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So if you don't follow us on those, make sure you do. Okay, final question. What movie am I describing? A Puritan police sergeant arrives in a Scottish island village in search of a missing girl who the locals claim never existed. A Puritan police sergeant arrives in a Scottish island village in search of a missing girl who the locals claim never existed. What is the movie I am describing? Keep in mind the category is Cottage Core. Ian McMogg says, brick walls, don't become a Caleb sandwich. Oh, I'm already a Caleb sandwich because I'm such a snack. You guys can have that one for free. All right, Allison has the first answer right away but is it the right answer? I guess we'll wait to find out. RPG Loser, half of Munchy Crunchy Quartz, and Rob are saying the same thing. Once again, a Puritan police sergeant arrives in a Scottish island village in search of a missing girl who the locals claim never existed. Ian McMogg is giving is giving an answer as well. Rock Robster is identifying accurately the ham I am throwing pretty heavily at the camera. Lauren, while at face value looks like she is crediting her partner with giving an answer, is really, since I know Lauren, pushing blame away in case the answer is wrong. Lauren is distancing herself from this answer and saying, Connor says Wicker Man, so if it's right, I'll take the points, but if it's wrong, it's his fault. Lauren, correct me if I'm way off here. The answer I was looking for, RPG Loser says, not the bees, my eyes. Yeah, that's also a correct answer. The answer I was looking for was Wicker Man. Connor, nicely done. Congratulations. Lauren, you don't get that point. Connor's now his own team, and he got a point for that one. All right, guys, that's it. Wicker Man is the answer I was looking for. Nicely done to those that got it right. And thank you to all of those who didn't get it right, because you're still here anyway. Rock Robster, I figured you're kidding, buddy. I appreciate it. But I'll let you know, the ham will never stop coming. It's in my blood. I cannot stop it. Lauren has never been more offended, yet still did not correct me and say that I was wrong. So I'll take that for what it's worth. Thank you guys so much. I think this was the version before Nicolas Cage. I am referring to the original Wicker Man because I don't acknowledge the existence of the Nicolas Cage Wicker Man. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining us once again. That is it. One True Nerd King, you were here just in time for me to say goodbye. Thanks for swinging by. I always appreciate you hanging out and gracing us with your presence, my liege. Thank you all very much. Once again, this is our weekly trivia event. It's always free, always live, every single Thursday, 7 o'clock, right here. That's my amazing wife in there with the horrible joke about if I have ham in my blood, I need to seek medical attention. Thank you, Allison. I would, but this is America, and healthcare is healthcare. So I just got to deal with ham blood. All right, guys, thank you all so much. I really do so genuinely appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's because of you showing up every week that I get to keep doing this. I get to hang out in the basement and talk with all of you. I appreciate it very much. Thank you guys all. We've got some events, I think. What's the date even today? Oh, it's the 29th. No more events for this month, but next month, tune in. Last Sunday of every month, we hit up our Book of the Month in a Book of the Month club where we talk about the creator, the artists, the publishers, the story behind it, and we have a great time. If you want to see what they're like, check out the one we did last week on our Book of the Month. The New World, amazing story, really fun book club with Carly, myself, and Lex from another one of our locations. A lot of fun to film, a lot of great content in there. Highly recommend checking it out. Otherwise, on the third week of every month, we have our digital drawing jam. Tickets are free, but you do need to buy a ticket to get onto our Discord server. And the drawing jam is just a couple of hours of us hanging out, chilling in Discord. We'll throw some drawing prompts up, and then you can share your screen. You can video chat with other people. It's just a cool place to hang out, draw some stuff, and chill. You don't have to use our prompts. We have a couple of comic artists that come and show them working on their panels as they go, and they just are there for the conversation. A lot of fun. Digital Drawing Jam, third week of every month. Vault of Knowledge, the Thursday every single week, 7 o'clock. And at the end of every month, we have our theme night. Every final Thursday is the theme. Oh, next week's theme, or next month's theme, is a surprise. It's a surprise, and you'll never guess. I'll announce it next week, so make sure you tune in. This was all part of a promotion. where I'm getting you back next week, and it's not because I'm stalling because I forgot to think of one. So if you guys have ideas for fun theme nights, throw them into the comments. The only way I know what you guys are thinking. Throw it up into the comment once this thing's done. Either way, don't care. I'm glad you're here. Thank you all. I love you. You're amazing. I get out of here, go home, and I don't know, make a mojito. Bye, guys. Oh, oops. Bye, guys. Oh, and thanks, Volta Midnight. You kick butts.